Hello everyone, to a quick tutorial on how to create postcards ready for printing at Officeworks. Basically, to do this, what you have to do is first of all ensure that your images are ready to go. So I've just got two samples here, and I'm just going to point out the fact that I have gone through the image size system and made sure that they are the same size that you have planned. So I've got 5.5 by 3.5. Yours might be slightly different, as long as they're within reasonable boundaries of a postcard size. That's fine. Importantly though, your back of the postcard needs to be the same. So you can see here I've got exactly the same size. So I'm going to export those quickly just to ensure that I've got flattened copies. If this was not a copied image just off the web, this would be your own stuff which you've had to obviously Photoshop together so that you've got everything nice and neat. Export that, that's fine. When you export, I would just suggest you make sure you label it something clearly identifiable. So this one's the postcard 1 and this is the back. So I'm going to export that, and then the other side, if I go and quickly export that one, obviously it's going to be the postcard front. The problem can occur when you can't find these images, and so obviously having a logical name and file structure format helps to search for them. Okay, and yes, I will replace that one. So now that that's done, I'm going to move over to Illustrator, which may or may not be a program you've used before. Illustrator is kind of where you put graphics together ready for printing that aren't photography style graphics. It's more graphic design rather than photography design. I'm going to go create new. I'm going to select a print option because I'm going to get these printed, and then I'm going to use just a regular A4 size because I've done this a few times and I know Officeworks has nice paper in A4 size format. Now all I'm going to do is open up Finder and drag across two of my postcard front JPEG exports. Do that twice, and I'm now going to zoom out slightly. So once I've zoomed out, as you can see, the postcards are a bit too big, and so what I need to do is ensure that they are the right size. So I'm going to go to the transform tool here and make sure that the width and the height are correct. Now they shouldn't be in PPT, they should be into centimeters. If that's a problem for you, like it is for me, you should be able to change that under document setup, and then you should be able to change the units from centimeters, there it is, to, I had inches before, so go back to inches, that's fine by me. So now if I go transform, hopefully it's in inches, there it is, cool. So my width was 5.5, my height was 3.5, so a lot smaller, as you can see. Having done that, I'll select the other postcard and do the same thing. 5.5, 3.5, job done. Okay, I'm going to zoom back in a bit. So I'll have to find that top one and drag them closer to the page. So now the key critical thing is the fact that you locate these somewhere on the page that's easily found again. So in this situation, I'm going to try and make sure that they align to the middle. So I'm going to go to horizontally align, and I'm going to do the same for the bottom image. I'm then going to go to transform, and I'm going to make sure that I've got a logical y-axis number. So in this case I'm going to go 1.5 inches, and so I know that that is centered at 1.5 inches. Sorry, if I click the center reference point here, that's now 3 inches. I'll leave that as 3, that's a good one. 3 inches. I'll select the bottom one, do transform again, do the exact same thing, center point is checked, good. I'm going to change that to 8 inches so it's an easy number to remember. Job done. This is now my image of both front postcards, effectively, in exactly the same position, essentially, and then just offset up and above each other. I'm going to go File, Save. I'm going to call these Postcards Front. Save that. Save again. Having done that, I'm going to go to File, Export. Oops. File, Export, and Export As. I'm going to make sure that I've saved this as a PDF because PDFs are just a lot easier to get them printed. However, it doesn't look like it's an option here again. Maybe I have to go File, Print. Save As. Always awkward when you get it wrong in front of the camera. There it is, Adobe PDF. Now that I've saved that, and I've just left this, everything should be fine except for compression. Just double check that it says that it won't downsample your images. Save. And that's now given me a saved PDF. The reason this is so important is that PDF files are kind of standardized for printing. That's the name of them, print document format. And so that print document, when I take that to Officeworks, I can get that printed in a nice semi-thick paper with glossy on one side for the front, and then non-glossy. It only comes one-sided glossy for the back. You do the exact same thing with the exact same location for the back side of your postcards, and then you make sure that it is going to be printed with the long side bound. And that's how you ensure that it's really cheap to do. That means you're only printing two sides on one piece of paper, so you only have to buy one piece of paper. I often get multiple done just as a backup. And then easily you can bring this into school. We can use a guillotine to cut it, or if you feel game, do it at home with a pair of scissors. And that's it. Good luck.